about Indian country and the spiritual jurisdiction that it is. So the treaties of time immemorial are your ceremonial grounds, laws of each arbor, each member that sits in the arbor, each one of Turtle Island. The jurisdiction was once all of ours, but it still remains. Just like the holy fire that brought us out of the bondage and house of Pharaoh on a great big turtle. So again, you got to know the spiritual jurisdiction that you are. The spiritual jurisdiction had formed a corporation to protect you, and you got to remind yourself exactly what that looks like. There was a time when it was just us, and the access to enter such places, others can't go. So, where I come from, where my great grandma Rachel Tecumseh had the Indian house in Dale, Oklahoma, where my mama, oh crap, I'm trying not to cry. Today's my mom. If it wasn't for my mom being born on this day, I wouldn't be here. Today, if my mom was alive, is her birthday. So, my mom was raised at Grandma Rachel's house. She was raised at Chilocco boarding school. If my mom didn't survive such a thing, I wouldn't be here to share with you the spiritual jurisdiction of our treaties, of our faith, of our culture, and how you get into the Indian house and the places where Creator sits you is not by application. Only He can put you where you sit. No man can. Only He can. And the access to these sacred sites is by your treaty, because in the treaties is going to have the names of your people that are perpetual, such as the Aboriginal trails. Perpetual because they keep the treaties alive. So there's jurisdiction to enter the Holy of Holies. There's ceremony. My mom made this for me. Still smells like green leaf. The access to sacred sites and the jurisdiction upon who wears this is from above. I was little bitty, but my mom made this for me when we was raised at Greenleaf ceremonial ground. The access and the spiritual jurisdiction has significance that your corporation is supposed to protect. This was my dad's that he sung many songs with, that a lot of people, when Dad would sing, had come out. They called him Duke. But if you're from Greenleaf or been to Greenleaf and you've been to this pop stand, then you know that's Grandma Linda's camp. And at Grandma Linda's camp, you're going to have a lot of laughs. You're going to get picked on. You're going to have a lot of fun at Grandma Linda's and at the pop stand, because you're going to have Uncle Thomas. You're going to have Uncle Marvin. You're going to have Uncle Raymond. You're going to have a lot of people over there, and the traditional dishes too. And you have the generations that are there that we grew up, the slang, the songs, the ceremony, all those times. The jurisdiction still exists today, no matter what this world is depicting for you. So, the jurisdiction that I come from, of the Kispoka the Shawnees, is Spakogi Hoka Manila. My mom made this one for me also before she got called home. It's for the colors that we have in the family of royalty, a bloodline, of at least who I am, because mom made these shirts. My brother has one too. Mom used to make all our regalia, even the girls, my daughter and my nieces. Mom would make their stuff too. But this one's very significant because the Kaspokata Shawnees are a paternal lineage of who we are is depicted upon the shirts that we wear. The Kaspokata Shawnees, we have pleats right here, and our ribbons are significant for who we are because we're a royalty. Grandma Lily was the queen of the North Ground, and I used to have all my birthdays there until my 9 years old. That was the last time we were there to have my birthday. We used to be partakers of the bread dance and war dance, and then we went to Greenleaf ceremonial ground, and that's where I grew up to know the laws of that ceremonial ground, along with Gar Creek, where Grandpa Andy's from, and then Uncle Punky and Aunt Bonnie at Duck Creek. So all these ceremonial grounds are the true tribal government, and the jurisdiction upon them is by what they wear, by the wearing that signify that we're under this jurisdiction and no other. So I hope that makes sense of why it's important to know your ceremonial law, for you're not lawless. This world out here will say that you are, because they've infiltrated into your corporation. So remember, Creator's still the same yesterday, today, and forever, like fry bread. Not really.